Littering and fly tipping is common around the UK. The main causes of littering is because of laziness as well as the lack of bins provided in our local area. More than 2 million pieces of waste is thrown to our streets and parks every day in the UK, costing the taxpayers over £1 billion a year for our streets to be cleaned. Littering can give you fixed penalties starting at £85, but can lead up to £2,500 if prosecuted in court. Fly tipping can lead up to imprisonment, an unlimited fine, and it could also lead to you losing your licence if a vehicle was involved. With the main reasons of littering being laziness and the lack of bins in our local areas, I wanted to create a convincing way to get every community to start using the bins again, as well as rebuild a society where we can all connect with each other. The bin needs to attract the user and influence them to use it instead of littering and risking the consequences of a fine. Therefore, I made two initial designs to help me create a bin that encourages the public to use the bins. The key idea would be to let the user place their litter in the bin that will then reveal a message inputted from the previous user. This user can then input their own message ready for the next person who uses the bin. That's when I came up with the name Trash Talk. The first design involved a cuboid shape with a simple lid that opens up with pistons that supports it when open using the motion sensor on the bin. This battery operated motion will open, allowing the user to drop their rubbish. Closing afterwards, a small LCD screen will reveal the message left by the previous user, then prompting the new user to enter their own message ready for the next user. The lid has a magnetic lock that will activate once the bin is full, and the LCD screen indicating where the next closest bin is and how far they would have to travel. The second design was similar, but was implemented to give a bigger screen for the message, as well as following ergonomics where the keyboard can be positioned in a way that is more accessible for the user. Another small adaptation was the lid that rotates open and closes, reducing the chance of litter falling out or animals being able to get in, such as seagulls. The final design had a similar design to the implemented, following the same idea on how the message will be displayed and the keyboard position. I included a new instruction panel that can be engraved or stuck on above the keyboard in a visible position, as well as the logo found on two sides of the bin. The final part of my design is for the council or the organisation who purchases the bins. I created an app that allows them to monitor all the bins that are connected to their network and feedback their status. From here, the app can predetermine efficient routes on what bins to collect and in what order based on priority as well as fuel emissions. Meaning not only time will be saved checking empty bins, but less fuel emissions will be projected into the atmosphere and improve the air quality for the residents.